What's up, guys? Natalie Fleming here from 7 Plates Training. So today we're going to talk about 5 different variations of rowing motions you can do in the weight room. So if you caught our last video, we talked about different exercises you could do as explosive exercises for pushing motion, okay? So we're going to piggyback on that. So anytime you do a pushing motion in the gym, think you want a 1-to-1 ratio for pulling as well, okay? Just helps keep shoulders healthy, helps keep body working, functioning, everything going well, okay? So let's start with number 1. First one we're gonna do is a landmine row, okay? So that will be here. We got the landmine attached to the rack here. Then from here, we got our weight and the handle. So with this, we wanna think, this will kind of change depending on what kind of a landmine attachment you have. I always say feet about even, just a little bit back from the handle, okay? Then from here, you want to actually think set up similar to your deadlift here with keeping that back real flat, okay? Hinging back. Then from here, we're going to think squeeze those shoulder blades back and down. Think anytime we're doing any rowing motion, we never want to let our shoulders shrug up this direction. So think squeeze those shoulders back and down. Then think as you row back, it's row up, squeezing those lats, row straight up to the chest, okay? So here, think go a nice and controlled speed, control it up, control it down, keeping that back nice and flat, thinking as we're rowing, we're squeezing right here, okay? So that'd be number 1. Number 2, we're gonna go a chest supported row, okay? So we're gonna pull our bench over here, and then we're gonna go ahead and incline the bench up, okay? Then from here, we'll go ahead and lean up against the bench. Okay, so we're in a nice upright position. Then from here, we'll just think squeezing those shoulders back and down like we just talked about, and then just rowing straight up. Okay, row straight up. Think as you row up, you can think row up and squeeze. So remember, anytime we do any exercise in the weight room, always think about what muscle you're trying to engage and think squeeze that muscle as we're going. Okay, so when we're here, we're squeezing our back real tight as we're rowing up. Okay, so with this one, you saw me, I was going both arms together. You can throw in variations where you go a single arm, both arms, or you can go all one arm and then all the other arm, okay? All those are great variations with the chest supported rows, okay? Now we're gonna drop that bench down. Third rowing motion is just gonna be a straight dumbbell row, okay? So when we do these, we're gonna grab our dumbbell, and then from here, we're gonna go hand and knee on the bench, okay? Then from here, we're just gonna think, kind of get that kickstand with our back leg. Then we're gonna think, squeezing that back, squeeze those shoulders back and down nice and flat, and then row straight back, straight up. So a lot of times you see people do these and they're just rowing literally straight up. So again, think about what muscle you're trying to engage. So here, to engage this lat muscle, we gotta think pull down and back, okay? So it's not just straight up, okay? So it's here, pull kind of towards our back pocket and back down. So down towards that back pocket, back down, okay? Another great exercise, that one, fun, you can push the weight in, okay? So think rowing motions, typically, you can kind of push that weight a little bit heavier than the pushing motions, okay? So that would be number 3. You want a fun little challenge on those? Throw in exactly what you're just doing, but go into a bird dog position, okay? So that means you would go same knee that is on the bench with the hand, then you'll kick that back leg up. So now we're kind of in a bird dog position here. So we're just gonna make us engage that core nice and tight and then do our dumbbell row, okay? So we are here, nice, slow, controlled. Keep that core nice and tight. Just kind of throws in a fun little challenge with those rows. Okay, so there would be our third rowing motion. Fourth one we're gonna talk about is a renegade row. So these are challenging, these are really, really hard. So when you do these, we wanna think, keep our core nice and tight. So we're gonna get down into a push-up position here, or a plank, whichever one you call it. Okay, so we're here. I always go hands fairly close to start on this one. Then you'll spread your feet apart just a little bit. Now think you're gonna row up with one arm and then right back down. Okay, then up with the other, right back down. Okay, so go nice, slow, and controlled. Think the biggest thing with these, when you're doing your rows, like I talked about, think we're still trying to think row back, okay? Not just a straight shrug up, okay? So still think about what muscle you're trying to engage when you're doing the rowing motion, but then also think as we're rowing, we don't want to get this big twist in here, okay? So when we do that, we lose our core engagement, okay? So think we're trying to think about keeping our core nice and engaged. Okay, so now that would be our fourth exercise. Fifth one, okay? Fun, all kids love doing these, all kids love attempting to do these. Pull-ups, okay? So pull-ups are a great exercise. Pull-ups can be assisted, okay? Another great exercise. You're still getting the great benefit out of it. So when we do a pull-up, you can go either. We can go underhand grip or we can go overhand grip, okay? Whichever one feels more comfortable to you. Then from here, okay, think when you do a pull-up, we want to think about squeezing our shoulders back and down, and then also think about locking your rib cage in place, okay? So here, shoulders back and down, rib cage in place, then think pull straight up, control yourself, slow back down, okay? Like I said, pull-ups are a great exercise. You can do, if you need assistance, okay, you can throw a band across your hooks here, then literally just put your knee, put your foot on the band, step up, grab, and that's gonna give you a little bit of assistance, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. If you need the assistance, give yourself some assistance, okay? Another way you can do it is hooking the band here and then stepping your foot into the band from this direction, okay? So you would just be here, step into it, and then pull up from this way, okay? Another great, easy way to get a little bit of assistance if you can't quite get yourself up on the pull-up on your own, okay? So, I know I said 5. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a 6 exercise in here for you. 6th one would be TRX rows, okay? So, similar to what we've done, think when you're doing this one, squeezing those shoulders back and down, okay? You see how I've said over and over, squeezing our shoulders back and down, any rowing motion we are doing, okay? So think we're never trying to get in this position, okay? So then from here, with the TRX rows, I always say walk those feet in, and I always tell people go up on your heels. If you flatten those feet down, get you in a little bit different position. So go up on your heels, then squeeze those shoulders, keep that core nice and tight so we don't want our butt to get sagging here. So keep those hips up. Then from here, we're just gonna row straight up, squeeze at the top, then control it, slow back down. Okay, so again, it's here, row up, control that motion, slow back down. Okay, so there is our 5 rowing motions plus a bonus one, so our 6 rowing motions that we need to start partnering in with those pressing motions that we talked about in the other video. So get to pressing, get to rowing, get to pulling, okay? Give these videos, give these exercises all a try, and then let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the page. Thanks, guys.